He brought the receipts.
Oh man, it is so cold.
It is cool today.
This was the temperature. Like when I woke up this morning, it was like 41. That's the same temperature when I visited my mom in New York City. You know?
Wow.
Yeah, it's a real cold snap hitting.
Oh,
It's 55 outside, 55 degrees.
yeah.
It's colder
Shit, woo. Oh, I knew when I went to wheel the trash out to the curb, it's like, ooh, it's brisk. It's brisk. I mean, it feels refreshing, in a way. And, but okay. No, I'm holding on to these, Liong.
Oh, hey, I think this might be a collector's
of course
item
you got
now.
your pen with you.
Yeah.
Well, play us one. Play us a thing.
Let's see.
I will be the greatest president that God ever created.
Did you hear that?
You're better off going to the other way. Yeah, that kind of, yeah.
Look, I'm really rich.
That works. That's perfect. Hit it again.
I will build a great wall on our southern border, and I will have Mexico pay for that wall.
Cha-ching! Cha-ching!
I don't wear it to pay. It's my hair. I swear.
You know, the fact that he had to say that was like hilarious.
I love China. I just sold an apartment for $15 billion.
What happened? Couldn't hear it now.
Oh man.
You didn't do that so often you ran your battery down to nothing.
Oh no, probably. It's probably I never took it out of packaging. It's probably the battery's probably dying by now. You know?
You should take it to the inauguration. I think they have replacement batteries.
No. The day of the inauguration, I'll be flying to Las Vegas for SHOT Show.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm going to fly in on the 19th. I'll be there on the 20th at the Trump International.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're renting a cyber truck and heading out.
Yeah, I'm going to rent a cyber truck, drive it in front of the Trump International.
I think now.
Hey guys, I got some fireworks in the back of you.
Oh my God. All cyber trucks are flagged now.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
No, it ought to be fun to be in Vegas. I'm like walking a bunch. And of course, I've been going to the gym 3 times a week with Roseanne, because it's like, wow, there's like 5 miles, 8 miles of aisleways. You're on your feet like 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. and no rest for the weary.
That's when you can get 20,000 steps in every day, no problem.
Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, I am dragging ass by the end of the day. Some of the booths, the good thing is it's not the Atlanta Blade Show. So there's no, they can't sell anything. Okay. So they're just showing their stuff and then they're talking to people like me. And I think, Melissa Backwoods is going to be there. She gets a press pass. And I'm going to look into the press pass thing because I get it as a retailer, with a website and stuff like that. But I mean, there will be people I've seen, Bird and Frankie there and just a lot of other people. Well, Big Red EDC was there. You're there. I mean, shit. But of course, you're a dealer, although you're not going to have a booth this year, right?
No, actually, I was very fortunate to get a little bit of space for my buddies at Riyadh. So,
okay.
I will be at the same spot. And of course, I'm going to walk around, have a couple of meetings here and there. I actually want to go check out some of the stuff because last few years, I just stand behind the booth a lot. And it's just like, most people don't understand when you stand in a spot, you get way more tired than when you are walking around and roaming around the aisle. You could be tired roaming out around the aisle, but when you're just standing in a spot, you're exhausted, So yeah, I'm gonna do some walking around, at least a couple hours each day and stuff like that.
I just had something pop up and it says Joe Biden just signed an executive order curbing the sale of guns.
Well, that's going to be taken
This
off.
guy has been doing everything he can to put the straight up on everybody on his way out of the office. Wow. Wow.
Well, that's not going to mean anything in about another, 13 days?
Yeah,
right?
it'll be. It's just sad. It's just sad because, when he met with Trump in the White House, he goes, I want to make this a smooth transition because, of course, those J6ers, they were sedition. It was horrible. It was a coup d'etat. And then, so I'm not going to be like that. I'm going to be different. Yeah, I'm going to sell off the wall. I'm going to freaking ban guns. I'm going to ban drilling in the ocean. Oh, except the Chinese and the Russians right off our shore. But they're in international water. But that's okay. Fucking assholes. So, whatever.
Oh, man.
Not that I have an opinion. I don't.
You have no opinion. I know. You're like the fair and balanced view, like our friends.
I'm a lefty, but I'm not hard left.
You are no way near the left.
Oh, yeah.
So you're saying I'm all right?
I would say you're all right. Yeah.
All right or all right?
Well, I know Wes is a communist.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that
Oh,
guy.
my God. Oh, my
He's
goodness.
He's got
Oh, my goodness. Please
Kamala
don't tell me.
Harris for president poster on his wall in his bathroom right above the urinal.
You
How
know,
did you?
I
How do you know about
there's
his
one thing I
bathroom?
know she doesn't. The Pledge of Allegiance.
Oh my goodness. Jeez.
Oh my God. So it's getting insane. I just hope things are intact when I go to Vegas for the SHOT Show. It'd be kind of nice. So we got a winner from our podcast, right? And this is at Catification. Is that right? Catification, something. At Catification, yeah. At
Capitation. We
So he
haven't done a
goes,
podcast
he said
since
something
that?
about blueberries, which is weird. Why do you say something about blueberries, Liong?
Because I eat blueberries every day.
Yep.
Oh, hey, I have a giveaway for the next giveaway.
You do?
Yeah. I got
Okay, there's the giveaway. There's the giveaway for this. Is this and one of these hats.
I got a new patch made. Do you see it?
Oh, you were telling me about that. Let's see it. No, you got to move it over a little.
Oh, shit.
There you go. And what does it say? Me love him Liong Time, right? Oh, you liar. Are you really going to put that out? That'd be funny as shit.
That's right.
Me love him Liong Time. Oh, wow. That is awesome.
Now you're going to have
Where
to
do you come up with that?
Boom, boom.
So this slogan
Oh,
was
my God.
actually a gag that a friend of mine did like years ago when I first started. They're t-shirts of me with like a goatee and my old glasses, and then he had like a heart with rainbows around it, and he used it as a gag for like a Blaze show where like 10 of them wore it around the pit one night just as a gag for me, right? And I was like, what? What'd you go through all that for? So, but everybody loved the me love him Liong Time. So I used it again on the patch, and yeah.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
I give you one.
I got to get one for Roseanne. I got to get one for Roseanne.
Yeah. They're also glow in the dark. I got it from the same lady that you got your patches from. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. She's really good. She's out of California.
Nancy. So
yeah.
she's
You're the one that
really
introduced me to her. Yeah.
She might be at SHOT Show, but she may not also be because of her health. But
really?
if she is, and I see her, I'll definitely, introduce for both of you.
Well, I think, see, there it is. There's mine.
Yeah.
Mine glows in the dark, too.
Yeah.
Actually, I am having my logo looked at again
Okay.
as far as a redesign. So we'll see how that happens. But I went to Paul Munko. I asked him, I said, "You're the only real, artist, designer that I know and that I know." And I said, "What do you think?" And he's going, "This is kind of complex as far as a logo.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you'd like to make it less complex and something you could engrave on things, or you could do laser on, or do in multiple different ways." And so he's going to help me out supposedly. So we'll see how that goes. What could Paul Munko do? He can do anything. He can do anything. He's super talented.
Well, that'll be awesome, So, yeah, I mean, after this, I was gonna run. I only have about 100 of these patches, right? And so I was gonna give them away at SHOT Show and just a couple to my subscribers and stuff like that. And then I want to do like a follow up because this was sort of like last minute. I messaged her like around like Thanksgiving because a friend of mine was like, "Hey, you better have something for SHOT Show to give people that will remind them." So I went to like my Bitmoji app, the one that like I kind of customized my face on and everything, and then came up with like this dancing Liong to use as like a background. But it they gave me like a beard and everything when I usually just have like a few hairs here and there. They gave me like a whole beard. And I'm like, I don't usually have a beard. I mean, I can't even grow out a whole beard. What are you talking about? But it looks similar to me. So I'm like, okay, we'll run with this. There's only 100 pieces. And so I'll probably be giving most of it out at SHOT Show. But I'll probably do another one with a better picture of me after that. Yeah.
Now you got to design a knife called the Boom Boom. Boom Boom Liong Time.
Oh my God.
So
oh my God.
We'll just put the initials, Wes, so no one actually knows that it came out from this conversation. Yeah.
But you got a guy that's putting out professional pictures and stuff for you, right?
I do.
And little professional videos, which is cool. Your knife's spinning up in the air and then freezes and then, doing some weird stuff. That's cool.
I mean, that is like his passion to do, and he has a real job. He is a professional plumber in Atlanta. And I'm like,
wow.
So like he sent me this reel where the whole thing was covered in like mud. And I'm like, I don't even want to guess what the hell that mud is. But
like, something that came out of the pipes?
Yeah, like shit. Like, oh my God. But he actually uses Eutectic Trinity every day on his job. So I get some good like hey, this works great, the steel is sharp and this and that. And he tells me everything as he's using it, So I like that. I'm like, at first he was like, "Oh, I don't want to get it damaged." I'm like, I could care less if you actually do chip it or something, but it'll help me with the next batch that I make, So yeah.
I like it. And I finally sat down and put an edge on it. And so, yeah, this is nice now because I've had this for well over a year. I had never sharpened it since. Huh?
What did you use to put the edge on?
My big sharpener thing back here. It's a TS Prof. Is what it's named. TS Prof. It's a big fixed blade deal. I got it from Sean because he was going to get the newer, more upgraded system. And I got that one from him, and he gave me all the stuff and different things. And you know what? It works great. I had I had a different system, but and I sold that off. And I really liked the one I got from him. And I thought it was going to be real difficult, but it's not. It's pretty simple. And you know what? I'm getting pretty good results with it because I also sharpened my PM2 in M390, and this thing had been through hell in the last 2 years. It was not in good. The edge was not in good shape. But and then my Maximet PM2 and Maximet, that was not good, Nick, either. I've had that one for probably 3 years or more. You know what? I need to get one of those 15V. I had a 15V in the PM2, right? And I got it shortly after it was a SHOT Show where I met the brown bear. What's his name? That actually did the protocol for the 15V
Oh,
tree. Ah, shit. I can't remember. And I was standing there with him and with what's his face at Spyderco, the guy who designed the Yohimbo.
Michael Janet.
Yes, God, I can't remember anybody's name now. But yeah, so I was, and they were talking about it, and they were talking about the protocol on the sharpening and all that kind of stuff, and the austenizing, and this and this. And I did get a PM2. It was, unfortunately, it was brown G10, which I'm not big on, but who gives a shit? You can get any color, Spyderco scales you want. So I had it, and I had the Mannix in 15V. And then boom, they were gone. Yeah, I mean, some guy
is
ridiculously.
15V higher than CPM 125V? Would that be like 150?
I was looking through.
Or would it be the other way where it is lower than S35VN?
15V?
Uh-huh.
As far as what?
In terms of
Edge
hardness.
retention?
Hardness.
Way higher. The one I tested was God damn, I don't know if it was, I'd have to look back on that. I think it was either 68 or 72.
Holy cow. Oh my God.
Oh yeah. 15V? Yeah, that was
So that means
batch.
it'll be like,
Was it?
it's supposed to be like CPM 150V then. And they just shortened they just took the zero out.
I used to have
15V. Let me see. Where was that? Here you go. And what was this? 15V? Oh, not that one, you dumbass. Was it 15V? Okay, the 15V was 65. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It was
I was
65.
like 72.
Rock.
What the go?
I thought it was 68 or something. No, it was 65. Okay.
so high.
But that's kicking ass. And that was a Shaman I think I had tested. But 65. Woo, baby.
Man.
That's probably better than my
it?
Maximin.
How tough is it at 65? I wonder.
Oh, it'll shatter like glass. You can go like this, bink, and the blade just shatters. Bink. Oh. That's what some people tell you. No, I mean, you want to use it to wedge something, and no. But I don't know. I don't know about the
I wanted to cut. I want to use it to cut other blades.
Yeah, I mean, you look on Knife Steel Nerd, Laren Thomas, and look at his site, and he's done some stuff on the 15V. And I mean, as far as his chart on 1 to 10 edge retention, it's a 10. But
wow, that's awesome.
Yeah,
I had a 10.
I can't remember what I was going to talk about before. We were talking about logos, and we were talking about your patch. So you're going to do a different patch than that, right?
Well, this is the first version of this, but I'm gonna do an updated version after this. So these will probably be all gone by like SHOT Show and stuff like that. I might keep a couple back just to like keep it for myself. And so eventually, I'll see like what I can do like in terms of like making it more customized for my fans and my customers.
So I was talking about your guy who's the plumber who was doing the video, right?
Yeah.
We got off that thing, but he's been doing a bunch of that. We've been seeing a bunch of that posting on your Instagram.
Right. And in the months leading up to last month, we kind of signed up a bunch of social media guys like you and everybody else who does posts on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube to kind of start, doing more pictures and releasing it on a regular basis. So, and he put that together and want to do more, and they're part of a 3-person team. So now I'm trying to revamp my site a little bit, make it more user friendly, easier for people when they come in to find what they're looking for and not to have to scroll and go through all the different pages and everything. So even before this call, I was working with someone to try to be able to navigate my site better. It never stops. It never stops.
And the money going out never stops. I got my website lady who lives between here and Cape Coral, right? And
Okay.
she went through and did an audit of my website, which of course hasn't been touched for almost 2 years, right, or a year and a half. And she goes, "Well, first of all, there's like 2 updates for your template, right?
All the things that you
And
do. Yeah.
yeah, and nothing. And then there's a whole bunch of other shit that I'm supposed to be doing on the About Us and the this and the that and certain, things that you have to disclose and blah, blah, your disclosures are out of date and all this." So she's going to do a redo of my website around the 27th or 8th of January, which
Nice.
is going to cost me some money, but she's going to, get everything kind of redone and done in a more efficient way and all that shit. And so at least I'm up and running. And once she gets that done, and I need to take my products that have been sold and find a specific archive for them. So
Yeah.
they're not even on the menu at all. Right now, I've just got them pushed down to where
Right.
when you get through all the ones that are active, then you start into the sold. But now we will take all the sold and put them on a different link, which will be, previously sold. And then you can go and do a search under previously sold. Just if you want to look at some archival shit, like a model that's been out of print for so many years, to see if it's ever been up on my site, and so you can get data on it or whatever, but that kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, I talked about doing that before too with someone, and so during on my site now, I asked my guy to take off all the sold out stuff, because at first he was putting it in an archive, like you said, but then people will still be able to find it, and it kind of clogs up their search and buying experience. So I was like, just take it all out together, because I don't do the same run over again anyway. So I don't want it to be clogging up my website.
But it'd be
If I do,
nice for archival purposes. It's
it
like,
does, but
okay,
it
so
takes
I've
up.
got this knife,
Yeah.
and I can't find the 4-inch field duty on your site, right?
No.
See,
No,
it doesn't
not
even
anymore.
exist in your
Yeah.
on your site, and it should be able to exist at least somewhere, right?
Yeah.
So somebody can say, "I got this field duty. Was this ever really made by Liong Mah?
Right.
And if so, what did it cost back then, or whatever?" You can find it on Blade HQ if they ever had it, because they
They
keep all
did,
their shit.
and so that's something that I can talk to him about, because I do want to create like an archive section, because even for the days when I was just doing custom collaborations with custom knife makers, I want to be
Oh yeah.
able to show all those pieces, because my work go all the way back to like before 2000. So
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah. I have no idea anything you did back then.
I know I'm so old, man.
No, but I mean, I wasn't really tracking anybody much before. I mean, I was in it in the 80s, the 90s, and then kind of out of it, the late 90s and probably through until about 2012 before I kind of started back in.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't even know what a Sabenza was until like
Right.
2012, 2013, when I had a custom knife, and then the guy goes, "I'll trade you that for a Sabenza." And I go, "What's a Sabenza?" And then I traded, and I got the Sabenza. That's the first Sabenza I ever had.
Nice. Did you keep the
So it was
Sabenza?
interesting, and I didn't know they existed. I mean, there's There's so much stuff out there. Who knows what's out
Right.
there anymore? I mean, how do you even keep track of all this? I
You-
don't
you-
even know.
You can't keep track of all this because there's so many new people coming in all the time. And so, like, like guys who weren't really famous but made a good knife, you're not gonna really know them, unless they are still present on social media somehow. And I tell a lot of knife makers when I see them at shows, and a lot of them just flat out refuse to be on any type of social media network. And I'm like, listen, I totally understand. Social media is a double-edged sword, right? It can
Well,
help
you're
you and
talking
it can
about
hurt you.
custom makers.
Custom makers. But the thing
Yeah,
is,
custom makers.
everybody needs to be on there and have a presence on there no matter what. Because that's one of the only ways to be able to, talk to your audience or even be able to get new audience,
It depends. Maybe they don't want an audience, and maybe they just want to make like a knife a month and then go to one of the shows twice a year and just have like 6 or 7, 8 knives on the table, sell them, and go home.
Well, that's true, but a lot of their old customer base, they're dying off, if that's the
Yeah.
case, And so it's really about making sure you're still in the eye, you're still known, and people still can relate to you and stuff like that. Listen, we're all gonna come to that day where, it might be time to hang it up. But really, you want to go out the way you want to go out and not be like, oh, yeah, I'm done with this, because, yeah, not that way, dude.
Oh, is that the way you do it? That's
No,
Japanese.
that's not the way I would do it. No. Thank God. Okay.
Ew, just have a bunch of health food come out of your gut. That'd be nasty.
Hold on a second. I'll stand above you with the katana while you do that to your gut, and then I'll take your head off. Like,
Well, yeah. I mean, it's like might as well just cut the head off then, because that's the part that's screaming, right?
it's like
It's like
so. I was
shut
watching.
the
I was watching that show, Shogun, that was on about like all the samurais and stuff.
Oh God, I remember that. Yeah.
And I was just like, wow, they were pretty brutal. Holy shit, dude. And it shows like there was a bunch of guys who like had to like stab themselves and then gut themselves out. And then there's a guy standing above him that is just like with the katana and just like take off his head.
Before he cries out, they cut his head off so he retains his honor.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. So I'm like,
So my wife has been following me around with a sword in case I get a bad bellyache or something, because you cry out before you do.
did she update your insurance, your insurance
Shit.
payout first,
I mean, kind of.
I heard you just
This is my insurance policy right here. I got a Eutectic Trinity. That's it. That's it. That's the insurance. That's why I'm still alive, motherfucker.
Hey, I hacked your bank
I'm
account.
still alive.
I hacked your bank account, Lee, and right after the stuff she had to say or order, she got some arsenic too. She upped her coverage and then bought arsenic. I don't get it.
She had this box come in from Amazon. She goes, never mind. It's girl stuff, Shuffling it off in the bedroom.
I thought you were gonna say you hacked his bank account and then saw what he had and felt so bad for him, and you deposited some money into his account.
The only money I've got is in my business account, and that's sellers. So I pay them off at the end of the month, and I am broke. I'm broke. I pay them off. I make sure there's always all their money's in there. But when I get done paying them, it's like, what's left? Holy crap. And, so, yeah, but I feel rich during the month. Sometimes I'll have like almost $20,000 in my account. And I go, swinging dick here, bitch. Come on. And of course, none of it's mine.
Is that a slip joint, Wes?
Yeah, I just got this in a trade.
And what is it? Shat and Morgan? What is it?
It is. Look at that desert ironwood. The way he wrapped it around the on both sides. That's pretty good, isn't that?
It's hard to see. There's not a lot of light in your room, but yeah, okay.
It's really
Is
nice.
that a bottle opener at the bottom, or
That's like a pink. That's a pinky catch.
Yeah, it's just for opening it.
so what's is it a custom made or what?
Yeah, it's a custom from South Africa. A guy named Liong Ross. This is
Okay.
And I traded for it with another South African custom that I had that my buddy wanted. I also got a red dot out of the deal. So
Nice.
Yeah, who are those? There's a group of about 5 different South African knife makers,
man, it's way more than that.
and they have a kind of an association or something.
There's a bunch of them. Well, the thing that's good about them right now is they're kind of affordable compared to comparable.
Yeah.
Well, they're actually very pragmatic in their pricing, right? They're not gonna go and be like, "Oh yeah, this is worth $3,000," and then actually put $3,000 on it.
Yeah.
You know, I think they know their market very well, and they're willing to price it just right, you know, and not go crazy on it.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah, where else can you get a handle with kudu bone?
I know. You get some beautiful stuff. I got some kudu.
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 It's like, what the hell? I got to look it up. I don't even know what a kudu looks like, but I got the bone.
Yeah, you would recognize the animal.
Yeah. But I mean, it's interesting because they got these exotic, different bones, of course, of animals that probably die of old age or they're predated or whatever, but the bones are out there and they pick up, somebody scavenges them legally and they get it through their distributor or whoever, and they get these, materials sourced and stabilized, and it's really nice on the knives they make. They're beautiful.
Yeah,
they do a really nice job. I mean, the quality is there.
I mean, they probably like shoot the animal, eat it for dinner, and then like, hey, you got what are we gonna do with the bones? After they make some bone broth, and then they're like, let's stabilize it and put it on these knives.
Hey, you need Liong, you need to refocus on the boom Liong time.
Boom Liong time. There you go.
And
I'm gonna put some bones that I made some bone broth on after I killed my dinner on the new batch of Boom Liong knives.
Oh god.
Hey Liong, it's going to be the first knife that when you're done with it, it goes from a drop point to a droop point.
Oh, the boom went boom wah. Wah. Wah.
It's gonna be like this, and then whoop, like that.
There you go.
Show that some.
Well, not when Rosie O'Donnell walks in the room. No, it's not going to go like that.
No,
it's just going to stay droopy. It goes to the view, walking in like this, and then going
I don't think anybody goes to the view walking in like that. Okay.
Not unless her coffee was spiked with a blue pill.
Yeah. Hey, blue is strong, but not that strong.
There's
not that strong.
Oh my God.
No.
Blue will overcome a quart of whiskey, but it won't overcome the view.
That's right.
Yeah.
But I got this in today. FedEx. Kershaw, and this is the Iridium, but this is the Iridium with a reverse tanto.
Nice.
And it's M390, and it's titanium, and it's like 2.9 ounces, and it's like 3.5 inch blade, 8 inches overall length. And it's really interesting because it says China on the blade. So usually when you had the Link and the Dividend and those that had like an M390 or S35BN blade, those were all made in the USA. And I thought this was interesting that it says China on the blade. So they finally got the idea, we can make knives with high-end crucible steel in China. Of course, they made the only people that have crucible steel here pretty soon, right? Because crucible industries just went belly up, right?
Well, that's just the New York office, from what I hear. So
Well, I mean, Laren Thomas posted it, and it was like, "Ooh, baby."
yeah.
So I don't know.
Familiarity with Crucible just from being up from around there, and yeah, they're hurting. They used to be 600 people. Now they're down to 158 and talking about closing. But
they're going bankruptcy.
Yeah,
and they had some people interested in buying it, but they go, "No, we want to buy it out of bankruptcy. We don't want to buy it before then." Because it probably you don't have to accept their liabilities then. If you purchase, then what do you do with the liabilities? You got to take those on, maybe. And if otherwise you get it out of bankruptcy, you dump the liabilities, you just get the assets out. And then, no, I'm sure somebody will continue to make MagnaCut and some of these other crucible steels, right? Right?
I guess.
Comfort me here. Right.
Well, here's the problem is, you would think somebody would, but, it gets right down to it is the knife industry is so small,
It is small. Yep. It is really small, yeah.
People aren't going to be jumping into a small market,
And the thing is, like, how much money do they actually make from a sheet of steel, right? Who knows? And
I don't know.
The thing is, like, so who knows? Who knows, like, if someone does take it over, and I'm sure those 600 people, when they left, when 450 of them left or something, or 472 of them left, they still hopefully left with their pensions and their retirement and all this other stuff.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, who knows, right? I mean, so if they go into bankruptcy, then the bankruptcy court will determine like kind of how the ongoing benefits to employees and things like that would be going. I think they would be number one that would come out of any remaining asset base there. And then, of course, if you have somebody bidding to buy the assets, they may be forced to deal with maybe the remaining liabilities and or maybe take on some of the employees or work out a deal like that. I don't know. I mean, it'll be interesting to see how it comes out. I'm not an attorney. I'm not a bankruptcy attorney for sure, so I have no idea how that's all going to shake out. But I'm not really disturbed by it. I think that they're going to continue. Somebody's going to continue.
Somebody's going to. I mean, the thing is, I'm surprised. Like, how M390 is the same as 20 CV and another steel. Yeah. I'm sure somebody's going to cook up something similar to MagnaCut. But MagnaCut became like a marketing term, it just became so marketable, and that's why it's so popular now. But it doesn't, it doesn't mean that some other company won't come out with something with the same recipe, but just have to call it a different name.
Well, I mean, maybe Laren will be able to take that MagnaCut recipe to another company, but. To tell you the truth, I think I thought I heard that there were like 4 different companies that had some interest in Crucible. And so that I think what they're doing is they're sitting back until it goes into bankruptcy, and then they can get it at a better price. But I think obviously they're going to want to continue to manufacture the steels, especially the boutique steels that have a lot. Now, maybe the price is going to go up. I don't know. This is a MagnaCut here from Kershaw. Kershaw sent me 3 knives. They contacted me. The guy I usually used to talk to over at Kershaw, and he's like, "You haven't done a Kershaw or ZT video in a long time," and I go, "No, I haven't seen anything really all that new, or I'm trying not to buy as many knives as I used to." And so he goes, "I'll send you some." So he sent me 3 knives, and one of them was this Bel Air.
Oh,
And
that
this
thing's
is two
sweet,
and a half
isn't it?
ounces titanium. What?
That's sweet, that Bel Air.
Yeah, and that's Magna Cut. And wild, isn't that?
Yeah, that's
Now,
carbon fiber too.
yeah, it is. It's 2.5 ounces. It's really lightweight. Now it's 3.1 inch blade and like 7.1 inches overall length. So it's basically a 3 and a 7, but it is super lightweight, and I don't know that I think is it shooting there for about 145, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably in the area of the bug out, Benchmade bug out thing. And yet I'll take the Magna Cut over the S30V of the
Well,
Benchmade bug out.
that Bel Air you're looking at, that's almost 200, I think.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
because
Yeah.
of the carbon fiber. You can get cheaper versions without the carbon fiber, but still have the
Oh,
Magna
okay.
Cut.
This is not bad. And this is just designed by their in-house Kershaw team.
Oh, it's a beautiful knife.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you, the launch series is just taken off. I'll tell you, that launch 20 was one of the best knife deals I've seen. You know, you got
Oh, okay. Yeah. The
yeah, you
auto.
got a Magna Cut blade. You got marbled carbon fiber inserts for $120 for an auto.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
nice
That is
knife.
good.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh,
Good deals.
They're
Good
nice.
deals.
I'll tell you, Kershaw is doing a lot of stuff. And CRKT, they're dealing with Hogue a lot. And
Yeah.
oh, they are. Yeah. Yeah. And
Yeah. I mean,
CRKT, they are more interesting than they have been in quite a while. And you know what? I gotta look into them and start doing a little bit more, trying to keep up with what they're doing, because they caught me by surprise when Ken Onion came out with what Redemption was it? That he at CRKT, and I thought, wow, that's awesome. And then he started doing these ones with his own brand, but he's having Keto
yeah.
do the manufacturing, which is beautiful stuff.
I'm impressed that CRKT just, the whole last year they started coming out like mainly USA products. And that was something that took a long time for them to actually get done. And I think they're launching an out the front pretty soon. So I'm sure you'll see that at SHOT Show.
Oh,
So
CRKT.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they're getting into the out the front market.
Yeah,
So
Wow.
they were doing some nice knives with Hogue, but they originally way overpriced them, and but boy, they jumped the price down like $50. So now they're nice, They really it was a little crazy. The price was like $215 for G10 and $154 CM, and everybody's like, no, and
Yeah.
they dropped it like $50, and now, but it's a good knife. I mean, Hogue makes a
Yeah.
good knife.
oh yeah. They are a very reputable company. So yeah, I mean all of us go through this phases of figuring out what price point to put out those in. And it's not easy. It is not easy.
No, that's some cool insight from you, Liong, because that's one of the things I see with these companies. I'm like, I'll look at one knife and I'll go, that's a good value, and I'll look at another knife and I'll go, why are they pricing that so high? It really doesn't justify that,
Yeah.
Sometimes if you look at some of the stuff on Instagram, you would think like these companies spent a lot more on their marketing budget than they did on the product, right? And sometimes that dictates the sales of the whole thing, like the larger companies. So it might just be they had to figure in the marketing budget, So yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Marketing budget. That's funny. I saw geez, during one of the bowl games, football bowl games or something, I actually saw a Benchmade commercial.
Oh, wow.
Holy shit. That's
I
crazy.
was like shocked. I was like, what? Benchmade's doing commercials?
Oh,
Well,
do
I
you
guess
get to
kind of
see
you
the
charge $600 for for an
yeah.
aluminum 710.
Oh, yeah. Oh god. Oh my god. It's just amazing the pricing on some of the stuff that they've done recently. Holy crap.
Well, and they get it. So it's like, wow, you know what? I need to learn from these guys because they are getting what they're asking for, you know? And so it's like, okay, how can I learn and learn from them to be
Yeah,
able
but
to do that?
you know, my caution on that be there might be whittling down to fanboys when you get that high, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, you know, you got to make it accessible. And man, I couldn't believe they put out that 710 with magnet cut and aluminum for $600. I was like,
I
what?
But the thing is
I
that
don't
that is
get
like one of their legacy models that they reintroduced or something, right?
Yeah.
And it was just like, you know what? I mean, if it's a limited edition type of thing, and you know, if they know their market better than anybody else, so if they think that they can get it, you know,
And they get
so
it. Like
yeah,
you said, they get it, but I would never pay it. You know, anytime I buy a Benchmade that's, I think, way overpriced, I just wait for the end of the year sale and get it at the real price.
yeah,
yeah.
You know, not that I buy many Benchmades, but
Have you guys seen the new thing on Zuckerberg and Meta and all that thing about how all of a sudden they were blaming the Biden administration and the legacy media, pushing them to limit speech? And now that this era is gone, they have realized how many people they have harmed by freezing their accounts and punishing them, and they've been using these bots to go around and figure out who's violating their policies. And now they're going to get rid of the automated things. They're getting rid of the fact checkers. They're getting rid of all that shit. And maybe we won't be shadow banned on Instagram anymore.
all
And
I want
maybe
to
we
know is
won't be.
can we start, you know, advertising knives again? Is what I want to know. Okay, because up until like I think like you know a few years ago before before Obama, I was able to advertise my knives on Meta, right? Before they were Meta, before it was like on Instagram and just Facebook. And, you know, they were great. You know, I'll get all these views, you know, I just put out the ad and I'll actually get sales from it. And then all of a sudden all of it stopped. And then now the new shadow ban thing. So I'm trying to see like if it would just go back to the old ways, you know, where we can actually, you know, sell and stuff like that and advertise on Meta altogether, that would be
So,
awesome.
Leon, are you saying you want to make America great again?
I want to make America great,
Like the old
period.
ways come back?
period.
Oh, am
Period.
I
America
hearing that?
great, period. Okay, seriously.
But no, I mean, I'm just when I heard that, and then I mean, Zuckerberg, he's probably on Instagram, Facebook, he's on all of them with the speech that he did, with this chat that he did. But he's saying we're going to get rid of a lot of the automated stuff that goes around and limits you and shadow bans you and stuff like that because that automation is not working very well. And you know, for all the good deeds it does, it shadow bans a million people. That's too
Oh,
much.
oh,
And
Right.
they're brutal. Facebook is brutal. I mean, oh my God. I just got banned for 3 days and then I can't post for 30 days because somebody was bad mouthing Trump. And I go, the election's over. At this point, you're just a sore loser. They said that's bullying.
wow,
Bullying. And I already told like 100 people they were sore losers. But all of a sudden, this one sore loser, bullying. You know, I can't believe the crap they've done to me. And like you talk about the shadow banning. If I make a political post, nobody sees it. If I put a post of my dog up, everybody sees it.
You should put a post of your dog up and put a little political message in there.
You know what? I need to get a stuffed dog and put a knife in his hand. So I'm gonna have a stuffed dog with a knife in his hand. It's like then their algorithm's gonna be all screwed up. It's like, no, but it's a doggy, but he's evil. But it's a doggy.
And this is the thing. We have become a generation of just complaining, right? And so people get it. People are like, oh yeah, you know what? We can mess with him back by, getting him banned this way by saying these things, So yeah.
You can report. And so he's saying they're gonna take the fact checkers out, they're gone, and he's gonna put in that social whatever committee, blah blah blah, like X has. And I don't know how X works with community, blah blah blah. So he's taking the fact checkers out, which everybody was saying the fact checkers aren't checking facts. They're basically trying to impose their worldview on what's going on. And so they take these off and let these go, and just based on their own political leanings, which is not how you do this. And the fact checkers were wrong many, many times.
Right.
And so basically it's supposed to change. Let's see if it does, because there's so many people that are shadow banned on Instagram that don't know they are, because they don't know how to go in and check. Check. And they're so shocked, oh my God, yes, I went into here, clicked on this, scrolled down all the way, and oh yeah, there are some things we cannot show to non-followers, blah, 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 because of this and this and this. And yeah, you shadow ban. I mean, my Instagram was growing. It's been the same for about 2 years now at 43,000 followers. But, I can't reach new people. Yeah.
Right. That's the problem, but if you like women, women can show other things, and then they'll grow to like 1 million followers in like 2 weeks, So yeah.
I was going to put on my short shorts and start dancing around too.
Actually, everybody might just leave you then,
Yeah, that would be it. They would, all of them would unsub. But yeah, it's kind of like, and who was it? Like Cutting Lace EDC. She goes, yeah, all we need to do is start out with some woman that's half naked, right? By the first shot, and then you slide, and the next shots are actual knives and things you want to actually show. But you start
I might try that just in case, Try that,
I'm looking for volunteers, hot looking women that want me to take their picture, so I can.
You go around Sebring, and you go around to all the retirees, and you ask them, "Would you like to pose for a picture?"
Oh my God! I ain't got time for that.
Yes, you do.
No.
Yes,
I ain't got time for that.
When you go to the bar and play like bingo night or something, you'll just be like, "Yeah, let me take your picture, hottie."
Man, I cannot wait, Liong, to see this boom boom design.
Oh
my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we got to have your first edition patch, one of those, and then we get the redone ones. That'd be great.
Yes.
Maybe on the second Boom Boom Liong, you can be holding the knife like between your legs like this, and
okay, we're not gonna be holding the knives down there, right?
That's when you don't want a sharpened blade.
Okay, maybe I can put it out there on this podcast. All right, all you designers for patches out there, send me an idea for the second version of this patch. Something similar, but a better picture of me and holding one of my knives, and so we can run a second run of these after this.
Well, here you go. Hey, Paul Munko, are you out there?
My
Right?
thing is,
There's the
Leon,
guy.
I've designed a lot of logos and things like that through the years. I have some artistic ability. My problem is I can't do it on the computer because I never have computer software that's powerful enough to do the things I need it to do, So I would have to like just draw something,
Well, if you draw something up on pencil and paper, I'm sure we can convert it.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a lot of ideas for Boom Boom Long Time.
Yeah. Oh God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh, goodness.
Man,
There's
some
no
of these are going to be
helping.
X-rated.
And then after Boom Boom Liong Time, we should go with a third version, after that. That'll be in 2026. All right.
It'll be Boom Boom Real Liong Time.
We got to keep this going, man. We're going to go this all the way to 2030. All right.
We got a series started.
That's right.
He's gonna have a series, yeah, the Liong Long Time series.
Man,
Here's the boom boom. Here's the boku. Here's the way you just like you'll Full Metal Jacket. You'll just have it all taken care of.
Oh yeah.
That's a good movie. That's a good. I love Gunny in that one. I mean, that's wow.
wow, he was the
That's
best.
got a lot of. That's a classic right there. I got to get to work.
Yay!
And,
Wes is getting to work. Yay!
Oh,
So our new prize is, what did you say it was? It was a patch. Plus what?
Your hat.
Plus,
I don't know. What else you got?
this
What else
was
you
the giveaway that we've already announced. That was that and my hat. I can't remember what you said you said, well, I got a new giveaway. Oh, it was just the patch, huh? Well, you're going to do that. So we will give the new prize will be, I better announce it, right? Before I quit the video. But you know what? Nobody ever claimed this one. This is the QSP Turtle, right? So
Turtle Punk.
the QSP Turtle Punk. And so this is the Turtle Punk, right? With the G Mascus handle. All right.
Nice.
And I think this one is this 14C28N. But I think this was about $100 knife when it came out. Turtle Punk, still available, but it's a liner lock. So brand new in the box, Turtle Punk, Liong patch, and a hat. And I'll probably throw in a koozie and that kind of and another patch and that kind of stuff too. So we'll do that. That'll be our next prize package just for that.
Awesome.
And then after that, I'll throw in. We'll do another prize package after that with my big knife nuts vault. This is the vault. Vault, whatever. Yeah, vault. Yeah, so that kind of thing. So this is a nice zipper case to keep your knives in and stuff like that. Plus, I've got one of these utility knives, and I believe this is titanium. Yes, it is. It says Thai right there. So titanium. That in the vault will be after we give this away, plus the hat and your patch. Now I just got to remember all that shit. Boom, here's Boom Boom Liong. Boom Boom Liong. Yes, it's Boom Boom Liong. That's his new name. It's going to be not Liong Mah. It's going to be Boom Boom Liong.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you.
All right. You guys take care.
Good seeing you, Lee. Good seeing you. Boom, boom.
Good seeing you.
Boom, boom, boku. Boom, boom, boku for you. There you go. There you go. Liong in the boom, boom. You guys ready? Okay.
Yes, we
Get
are.
out of here. Let's. They're done. You're done.